about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going out for a girls' night. I was going to say date night, but my husband will not be joining me again because he is working tomorrow. So I'm going to play with my new makeup from Sephora. I'm really excited. I've determined that I want to use my Cosmos palette tonight, and I'm going to use the shade called Mercury, and it's like this gunmetal gray. I have never done a look with just like gunmetal gray, and I've been dying to. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario lip products today. And maybe even dip into my palette too, because it gives that like kind of wet looking shine. So I might use one of the toppers. So excited. So I've got a lot of new stuff to kind of explore and experiment with. But first, like always, I start with my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I would have bought another one, but I had a whole bottle, so I feel very lucky in that regard. So refreshing. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming. So I haven't bought a new primer this round, but I think it was in spring when I bought my Huda Beauty Glowish Blur Jam primer. So I guess I'll use this today because I have not used it since purchasing it, except for one time. So we're going to put this in the pore areas here. Hopefully I didn't use too much product, because too much, doesn't matter what it is. Too much of anything is not a good thing. Okay, so we're going to spread this all over. Next step is foundation. So I will use my Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclait foundation. Don't know if I'm saying that right, so I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. What I'm going to do is pump some of this on the back of my hand and then use a brush to apply it. And then I'm going to potentially go over it with my sponge. So I will be right back after we have applied the foundation. Okay, that looks so good. This foundation, like, I feel like when I first bought it, I was like, that's not my skin tone. And then the more I wear it, like, I don't even think I can buy it anymore. But the more I wear it, I'm like, that looks so good. Okay, so it looks so dewy, so glowy. It's actually, for me, it feels like medium coverage. Next is concealer. So I'm using my Tower 8 Serum Concealer. This is a, I believe, I can't remember, it's like shade 7, 5, but it's a light medium neutral color. So I apply it underneath my eyes, a tad on my dark spot here that still isn't covered up, around my nose because I have some dark spots, and then I use my Rare Beauty eye primer. This is always an Optimist eye primer. So I'm going to put this on at the same time because we're going to go into shadow. And I have to be really careful here. I'm going to add extra powder maybe on the bottom. I was going to do my shadow first, and then I completely like lost all train of thought apparently, and I did not do my shadow first. So I'm hoping that I don't mess this up. So first I'm going to blend out the concealer. So I just use my concealer brush. I like picking a brush that has like a tapered end on it to get into those difficult spots such as under the eye or around the nose. And we're going to go right up to the inner corner of the eye because I find that's where I have a lot of darkness as well. Okay, sometimes I even place product there, but I just kind of bring over the product I placed way over here to that spot. And then what I do is I keep my foundation brush on hand because we will go in and blend that out with the foundation brush. So now I am using the same brush, might have a little bit of concealer on it, and that's okay, to blend out the eyelid. So of course, like always, I'm in a rush for this look. I mean, I feel like I always am in a rush. Because by the time I get my daughter to bed and my son fed, and just my other son is at my mom's, so that's kind of nice, but he's also older, and even when he's here, it's not really like a burden or anything. Like, he pretty much fends for himself, you know? He's 9, so he's getting to that age where he wants to do things for himself. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I am going to put powder on because I'm still not sure about this concealer. It hasn't tried me wrong yet, but I mean, I haven't really used it for long enough to like tell. Not like my Kosas concealer, which is still my hands down all-time favorite. So I'm going to take a powder brush and I'm going to go into my Easy Bake and Snatch Huda Beauty powder. So this stuff is, it's Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Brightening and Setting Powder in the shade Pound Cake. So it's much darker on online, I noticed, and it feels like it's a lot lighter here, but that's okay because I don't mind lighter for winter. My skin usually tans quite well in summer, but right now my skin is really light. So I feel like this base looks really good today. And this is a brightening powder, so I like to put it all over. Honestly, I mean, you might only want to put a brightening powder, you know, under the eyes if that's the look you're going for, but I really just like it for everywhere. And I love pressed powders. I never used to, but I feel like it just picks up the right amount of product. I'm not like over powdering. Really appreciate baked powders. When I was a kid, I used to use them, and then I got into loose powder and thought it was the best. And now I'm like, nope, baked powder is where it's at. Okay, so I'm going to maybe do brows first off camera. I always like to define my brows first because I feel like it gives my face a little like, you know, something to start from, because right now it just feels so blah. And then we darken them up and shape them, and then we can do shadow. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's dive into the shadow. I'm not sure if I want to do, I think I do want a liner. I want to line first because I'm imagining this is going to be a darker look. So what I want to do is use, try out my Rare Beauty gel pencil liner. So this is in True Black, and I'm just going to line my water lines, and I'll let you know how I feel about it once I apply. Okay, so that one I'm really good. It's going to look messed up, and I have a little dab on the top, but it doesn't matter because it will be covered up by shadow. So this eye looks lopsided, but once I do the lower lash line, you won't be able to tell. So straight into Mercury, guys. I'm a little nervous about this. I'm going to pick a smaller brush. This is an E27 because I'm not sure how this is going to apply. So we're going to do dry first and see. Oh, it's so sparkly. I'm going to on the brush. I'm going to tap it off, and we're going to start on the lash line. Oh, okay, guys, that is so pretty. Do you see the sparkle here? It's going to go everywhere. I've been waiting for a shadow like this forever. This could be a gorgeous holiday look. I know this is a summer palette, but it's like gunmetal gray. I love it. Okay, so I'm putting it right up into the crease, and then we're going to have to blend it out somehow. And then we're going to have to spray because I don't want it to extend, and that's what happens with my shadows all the time. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. I feel like I almost have to go in with the setting spray, and I feel like that makes it sit longer. So I'm going to use my Beach Proof setting spray by Caudalie. This is one I would use anyway. So I'll wipe away any fallout if I got any. It doesn't really look like I did, which is nice. Whew, looks good. I'm going to spray my brush. Go back into the product and tap it on. Might pick up more shine. I don't know. Maybe. And I feel like I need a smaller brush for the lash line because I'm a little nervous about the lash line and having it go too far around. So we'll use a pencil brush. Then I'm going to go in with a clean brush, or a dry brush, and it might not be clean. It is clean, it just has, I cleaned it off of my Sigma switch. And I'm going to gently blend above the crease here to see how it blends. It's actually blending quite nice. Okay, again, wiping away the little bit of fallout that I have here. That's a little crazy. Okay, so it does look crazy. It's okay. All right, I think that's all I want on the eye. So now I'm not going to do contour today. I don't think I need contour, but I am going to go into my blush palette. So this like really big, crazy blush palette because I need it in my life right now. And I'm going to use this one. Let's see what happens here. So this is the brush I used last time. This color here was right here. So I'm going to use this one, use the other side so I can just get like the perfect color payoff and see, see what it looks like. Woo, dark. Dark and pretty. Very fall blush vibes here I'm getting. And it's got an excellent color payoff. It's very tone, like the tone is just like right there, like you don't have to go twice in that blush palette. I'm going to put some on my nose, a little bit on the chin and the forehead, just to even things out. And I'm just going to continue blending. Might have to go over it with my powder brush. Oh, that's actually pretty colorful there. Okay, we'll do a little powder brush thing. A little blending with this. Okay, I mean this, I don't like the packaging, but the colors are pretty. So I'm not using that palette or that highlighter yet because I want a definitely more like, neutral highlighter, not a gold one. Gold is neutral, but you know what I mean. Not gold. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter in Champagne Glow. This little gem right here. Nose. Bridge in the nose, a little bit between the brows. Cheekbones. Very pretty. Oh, a little bit on the Cupid's bow, chin. Okay. So then I feel like I want to do lips before I do eyes. So, and also, you know what? We need to put a little bit of this on the inner corner too. I kind of forgot that step. Okay, so let's do lips. I think I want to try, I don't know if I want to try this one. It's kind of too pink for me. It says beige, but I guess we could try it. So I think what I'll do is use the lipstick first. So this is Barely Pink Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Color. And I know I wanted the serums, and then I saw the lip color in store, and I was like, oh, like let's try that. It's kind of got this like minty feel to it. So I'll use this first, and then I'll use a lip liner to like outline it. Okay, and then we're going to outline that. This is a Sephora on the go in deep beige, and the number is number 15. And I feel like that lipstick is actually really glossy. I also have Blush Glow and Bare Glow in the Moisture Glow Plumping Lips Serum. So I'm going to try Blush Glow, I think. So this is like a lip balm. That's what it is advertised as. It kind of turns up like that. And this is also like minty. This one isn't minty. I thought it was. This is minty. And you have to be careful, like when you use it, it kind of mushes down really, really quickly. It's really soft. It's like you put it on your lips and it turns liquidy right away. But if I was going out, so you can't pull it back down. Oh, you have to be careful. It doesn't rack it. Okay, good. So if I'm going out, the only one I'll take is the lip serum, I think. So before I do mascara and lashes, I'm going to spray my face here using my Caudalie Surf Proof setting spray. Ooh. Doesn't even feel like it gave that much of a mist, but it feels really good. It smells very, very, very slightly of coconut. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go off camera, do tons of mascara because I just love mascara. And I'm also going to do lashes, and we'll be back and I'll show you the completed look. Lashes are on. I think the look is complete. So it's time for me to go. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate all your support. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new, please subscribe. I would love for you to join my channel over here on Sandra Doll Beauty. Last, click on the bell button so you won't miss out on future content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.